Alright everyone, we're doing a little video on a 91 Z28 1LE car. This car was purchased on Bring a Trailer. I'm going to keep this video pretty short. There's going to be no driving video as of now because unfortunately this vehicle won't start. The driver who delivered it had trouble starting the vehicle. Thankfully was able to get it going and park it here, but I have not been able to start it since. I replaced the battery on it, hoping that would do the trick. Put some fuel stabilizer, octane booster, stuff like that in there, but no luck. Yeah, pretty excited about the car itself. 91 Z28 1LE, as you know, they only made 400 and change of them. Half of them were 5-speed 5 liters. The other half were 350 automatics. This is a 350 automatic car. It does have headers on it. That was not factory. It's supposed to come with manifolds in the listing. It showed the manifolds. The manifolds are not in the car. Not sure what happened there. This car does have leather interior, which is in pretty decent shape. He had black floor mats in here. I took them out of here. They were GM ones, but they weren't the factory ones. I ordered some flame red floor mats. The headliner is saggy. That was in the listing. It's hard to find flame red headliner. So if I get any luck with that, I'll try to figure it out or try to fix this one. If possible, maybe it can be fixed. This car is a factory CD player car. Very rare for 91, obviously, but it has the factory delete kit in here. Well, not factory delete, but someone put a delete kit in there. Missing the cigarette lighter. I did find one online that is on its way with the yellow lettering that these cars had. Rear view mirror needs to be replaced. Found one online. That will be coming. Sorry for any background noise. A lot of cars that drive past on my street. We're gonna pop the trunk real quick. And this imperfection that is right here was in the listing. Supposedly a wire grounded out. I do have this rear carpet in flame red coming. Those are those floor mats. Needs new trunk struts because these ones aren't holding it up. It did come with this deck that was in the back, but it's a tape deck, not the CD player. So, and it has a reproduction window sticker. You can see where it says CD player there, compact disc player. Original price was 18 grand. About what I'm into this car for. Let's open up this so then I can show you the RPO codes on it. Yeah, this car definitely was not as described. Not even close. So here are your RPO codes in this car. And if you can see that one that says U1C, that is for the factory CD player. And you can see where it says 1LE. And the 85 IROC, it's in the center console of the car. Another thing that was not in the listing, this mechanism, it does work, but it's not pulling it down. This is like a soft touch. You can see it's not pulling it down at all. It is latched, but it's going up and down here. So we're gonna have to work on that. Overall body condition, various scratches in the paint, imperfections. Scratch here, scratch there. You can see some hazing right here. and just paint imperfections, all, you know, throughout the car. My detail guy thinks that he can wet sand and buff this and ceramic coat it and get it straightened up. I was considering repainting it because I know some of the parts on this car, some of the sections have been repainted on it. And yeah, it's borderline whether I should repaint this car or not. But my detail guy seems to think that he can wet sand and buff and seal and ceramic coat this and get it looking pretty good. But it's not all original paint. Like I said, bumpers, certain areas have been sprayed on it. Overall, the body is in very good shape outside of the paint. There's not really any dents or dings on it, so that's pretty amazing because black does show everything. Little separation here on the ground effect, we'll get that fixed. Wheels are in nice shape. The tires look like they're pretty new, but they are not the correct size. These are 235/55/16. Should be 245/50/16. I'm pretty sure on this car. If you know about these 1LE cars, you know they came with an aluminum drive shaft, bigger brakes, you know, no AC, any of that stuff. Roll-up windows in it, which you can see in here. The interior is in pretty good shape, the leather. This car may be a one of one, very possibly a one of one car, but got to get that factory CD player in there. Get the headliner fixed. That rear carpet, I did order the rear carpet headliner. If anyone's got a lead on a flame red headliner, let me know. Love to get one, get it replaced. I'm going to try to get this car sorted out. I did pick up, like I said, a new battery for this car. It's still having trouble starting. I think it's a fuel issue. I did put fuel stabilizer. A lot of times with these cars that are low mileage, they've been sitting. I mean, low mileage, 57,000 miles. I wouldn't say it's super low mileage, but nonetheless, this car hasn't really been driven a whole lot. So I'm going to give it a couple cranks. You'll see that it will not, it's not starting. We'll probably have to do starter fluid to get it going, but I think we'll get this car sorted out. The aluminum drive shaft I purchased separately from the guy for like $300. This car has a steel drive shaft in it. No luck on there. So we're gonna have to do starter fluid to get this thing running in order for me to take you guys for a test drive. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick brief tour. I know there was some interest from everybody when it came to this car because it's possibly a one of one. Pretty cool car, but needs some work. A lot more than I expected. But we'll be back. Stay tuned, guys. We'll try to get the sucker running. And it sounds like a misfire. I mean, at least it's up and running. All right, everyone. You just saw that review for the 91 Z28 1LE. Curious on your thoughts on it. Some bad news, obviously, as you've seen in that picture that I had put in there. We had to tow the car. After we had gotten it running, it just ended up dying when we came to a stop, trying to drive it to a friend's shop to start the paint correction, interior, and, you know, working on some of the other issues with the car. There's quite a few. I think it might be a fuel pressure issue that could be possible. We're going to dive into it, try to get it sorted out. I want to get this car as perfect as it can be. It is You know, a pretty rare car, as I said, but certainly not as described. It kind of explains, I mean, you know, in these videos right here, the car was shown running, but you saw I had the car running. There was no driving videos. It was in upstate New York during the winterish time, but you know, that's all questionable as to why it wasn't driven. Also, the seller, I had to split the cost, as I said, like when it came to flatbedding to the transport. Supposedly a street was too small for the transport. Believe that to be true, but I think it was more that car is not drivable at this current time. It's unfortunate, you know, certain things weren't described in the listing. I still think it's a good example. We'll find out after the paint is corrected. And the interior, I think, is actually in pretty good shape. Need to find that CD player, that factory CD player. I'm still on the hunt to find a good example that will match, you know, the rest of the interior, because it is in good shape. I've only found one, and it was pretty rough. It looked like a 100K mile example, not a 50K mile example. So if anyone's got a lead on that, let me know. It's got to be the yellow buttons, factory CD player. It shouldn't have any gray buttons. But yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with this car. And, you know, if you want to check out this Bring a Trailer listing, I'm going to put the link there in the description for it. And like I said, you can kind of comb over it. And it's just very interesting when you do these auctions. I think going forward, unless I can have some boots on the ground and somebody to look at a car if it's out of state, you know, or if there's, the seller's got to have a lot of sales on Bring a Trailer, very reputable. Obviously a driving video, that's on me, but at the price that I got it for, I know that I expected to put some money into it. It's just going to be a lot more money put into it than I was expecting, because we don't really know what is going on with it, you know, when it comes to drivability. I mean, even when we get the car running and we're able to drive it and really drive it, you know, you're going to have issues, possibly brakes, maybe a soft suspension, you know, it is older. And just different stuff. You know, how's the transmission condition? But either way, when I'm done with it, the car's going to be great. And it's possibly a one of one. If you have a 91 Z28 350 red leather interior with a CD player, you know, with the same RPO codes as I do, post it in the chat, let me know. Love to see it. So, signing off. Look forward to the next purchase, next car review. I do have some other cars that I'm going to review. One is a Porsche Cayman S, and another one is a Mercedes AMG. So, stay tuned.